we have we have a 0, the best point. Okay, so if you can find a 0, then it's a ratio variable, the common standard, common base. Well, normally in textbooks you only find just 4 variables, 4 types of variable, so-called nominal, ordinal, interval, and the ratio. But I add one. I call it fuzzy variable because in about 4 variables, the value of variable is definite value. So your score is 90, 80, 70. You got a specific score. But when you use the fuzzy variable, the value of a fuzzy variable is associated a range of numbers. So okay, the temperature is very hot. Hot actually is a value of fuzzy variable. The fuzzy variable could be temperature. The value of this fuzzy temperature is the fuzzy one. It's the hot. But how hot? Well, it could be a range. 28 degrees to 32 degrees. Right? So it's a fuzzy concept. Okay? So you may, here is, actually it's very important concept. The variable is associated with some operations. Depends on your definition. And actually it's a very important concept in the object-oriented programming. Although this concept was developed before the object-oriented programming approach. Okay, but they have the same idea. Okay. Okay, homework. Practice. Indicate the type of variables shown below. We have indicate population density, names of creatures, names of train stations. Please indicate the type of variables. These 3 kinds of variables, and explain why you say it is a nominal or a ratio or interval. You give me the reason. Actually, there is no definite correct answer. Depends on your reason. Okay. Okay. In particular, the third one, you have to think again and again to justify your answer. 好 ，OK， 陈丹那边到现在这上面有没有问题？没有问题啊。好，那我们就继续啊。我们后面底下就要快一点哦。好 ，actually, okay. Next, I will talk about some simple data structures. I think probably you already know that. So I just mention the terms. If you have any question, you just raise your hand. Although I cannot see you, but you can ask the Fui to stop me. Okay. The most simple one is array. Okay, from here you must guess the Chinese character. I only have some keywords. Array. If you have any question, you just raise your hand. 阵列哈 ，array 是阵列。Well, it's a set. We call it ordered set. 有序的资料集合，也就是这个集合，一般我们集合是没有集合里面的元素A B C D 是没有次序的。但是呢，你如果让它有次序，就是 A B C 好，这个是有次序，那其实它就是一个阵列。It's array. array is a sequence of ordered elements. Okay. So you can imagine in the mathematics, it's an array. Okay. So array is a definite number of elements and in some sequence, in some order. Okay. We call it an array. In most computer language, there is a basic or predefined data type called array, right? So next one is matrix. Matrix actually is the array of arrays. Yeah. So you may have a two-dimensional matrix, three-dimensional matrix, or multiple dimensional matrix. So probably next time or this time we will talk about a relational database, or the table in the Excel or in the Access is a two-dimensional matrix. And later on I will talk about a relational database. You can have some algebraic or logic operation upon the relational database. There's a join, selection, or projection operations. I will talk about it in the probably next class when we talk about relational database. Okay, there are some operation. You can operate the tables. You can join two tables into one table, bigger one. Okay, array and matrix are most simple ones. We can create a ring based on array. That means this become a circular. So if you have an n element in the array, then the n plus 1, the next to the n, is the first element. So it becomes a circular. You understand that? So let me see. Yeah. Let me try to find out if we have a structure. Probably in the website we can find it. Let me see. Data structure. Data structure graph ring. Okay, let me see. Circular buffer. The design. Let me see. Ring data structure. Let me find out. Good. Check your database. Let me see. Actually, it's a simple one. Oh, okay, here. Good. This one. If you break it, it becomes a array, right? And if the first, second element, third one, and the last one, the next to the last is the first one. So only thing you have make sure is the number of existing elements is less than the capacity, and you have an endless data structure array can use. Okay, so you can fill up first one, second one, third one, and you might delete something. But finally, when you go to the last one, if you need one more, then you overwrite the first one. Okay, so this kind of structure is ring. 这样了解哈。 看来讲啊。
Like an example, in some motorbikes, if there is circular gear system,
哎呀
then when we go to the final gear, first gear, then if we go again, then
Yeah, then become the first one. Or in some any meters, right? 好，你看到那个什么码表上面，啊，跑过头它就又从零开始，那个就是个 ring, it's a ring. So okay, the data structure is something to describe external or the real world. 啊，就是我们用资料结构来描述某一种这个外在的世界的现象啊。Okay, then we may have a list. Okay, we find an algorithm. List structure. List of data structure. Okay. Array. Oh, not array list. Linked list. Okay. Good. It's a list. The first thing here is the value of the first element. Here, in this example, is 12. And actually, the 12 is stored in somewhere in the memory, in computer memory. It is stored in somewhere. 99 also stored in another place, but here indicate install the address of this memory. We just denoted in this point. Actually, you don't have to know the exact point, the address. It means, okay, this portion memorize the address of this location. Okay, and the 99, this place memorize the location of 37. And finally, here, the end of the list in memory, probably put in 0 or some particular number there. Then the computer know, okay, it's at the end of the list. So, in the data structure of an array is definitely, there is a predefined length of array. 就是 array 哈，你要宣告 array， 你一定要先宣告它长度，这个 array 多长，所以它会固定的。但是呢 ，in the linked list, if you have a indefinite, unlimited length of the list, if only you have a sufficient memory. So you have a sufficient memory, then you have well, as long as you like, right? Yeah. So you can memories. You can in this way you can construct a very very long list. We call it a linked list.
so we can read in Excel file as well.
Yeah, Excel.
Yes.
Excel now. Excel could be an array or a matrix because the size of the Excel is predefined, right?
It is defined.
Yeah. Let me show you. Excel, right? You mentioned about Excel. Excel 的长度哈 ，Excel 它其实 well, for example, A from the you can我们应该要什么 ？Okay, this end